Ready for the next task? We're going to continue in the same file, but we're going to add a new sheet. So if you click the little plus, you will get a brand new sheet. It'll be called Sheet 2. We're going to name that to Schedule. I'm going to go ahead and do my caps lock to be consistent. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of advanced formatting here. We're going to use the merge button. So we're going to click on cells A1, B1, and C1. And we're going to be looking for the merge button. Where is that merge button? It's right here up on your toolbar. It says merge cells. We're going to click it one time. We're going to do the same thing for A2, B2, and C2. Click that merge cell button one time. Okay, so in the first merge cell, I want you to put your first and last name. And the second cell, you're going to put class schedule. And I'm going to center both of these items. If you need to pause at any time, please pause the video and pick up when you're ready to go to the next step. Okay, we have three components to our class schedule. We have the period, we have the teacher, and we have the class. So I'm going to fill in a fake schedule for you. You are going to fill in your actual schedule. So let's do a little explaining of the data that you need to fill in. So A3, the cell is going to be labeled period. B3 is class. C3 is teacher. So then you're going to put in what your classes are, and you're going to combine, if you have math and ELA, which everybody should, you're going to combine those periods into one, so you don't have to do those twice. So what you're going to do is you're going to fill in your data for your actual schedule. Okay, when that's done, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some borders around it. You should be familiar with the borders, and if you want to change the color, you can. I'm going to make mine a little bit more interesting. I'm going to pick a red. I'm going to do a dotted border. Okay. Whoops. I think I didn't have it selected. Borders. There we go. Now you also notice I typed the heading items in caps. Now I didn't do that for any particular reason other than to make them stand out. Now what I'm going to do to further format this is I'm going to make some adjustments and changes to the font. So you may do this as well, only I want you to pick your own choice of font. So I really like Bubblegum Sans. I'm going to make that for my name, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And then for the subheading class schedule, I like Eagle Lake. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. Oops, some fonts are, even though you make them smaller, they're bigger than other fonts the same size. Pretty interesting. And then I'm going to highlight. And let's see, this table, heading items, I think I'll make them size 12. And I like this caveat. Okay, now what always makes a table look cleaner is centering the items, the data values. So I'm going to click that center button here on my toolbar. Oh, look, what did I forget? I forgot to select the headings as well. I'm going to center those. Okay, so a couple more things I'm going to do. I'm going to add some fill. Now you can go crazy with the fill if you want, or you can do it very simple. That's up to you. But you can already see just by changing the alignment, by changing the font choices, font sizes, and bolding a little bit, it already makes it look like a cleaner and much more interesting table to look at. And it makes the data that's presented easier to read. Okay, so you could do each column. Say you wanted just the periods to be a certain color. You could do just the classes to be a certain color. That is really up to you. You could do them every cell a different color if you want to get wild and crazy with it. Okay. Something you can also do that's really helpful to view the content of a cell is you can invert the color. So say it's a dark color, let's make it into a really bright color. Just see how it's easier to read when you're using dark colors. So just have fun with it. You want to make it look nicer, make it easier to read and understand. And like I said, my choices of colors are not the best, But what you should end up with is your class schedule, and it should be your schedule. Again, do not follow mine is just an example. This is the end of task 2.